Welcome to Soccer Gaming and welcome back to the channel where you will find helpful guides, builds, tutorials, and even some franchise rebuild for MLB The Show 23. But in today's episode, Season 2 has been released, and I wanted to break down everything that you're going to see in Season 2 in case we weren't able to catch the stream. So I'm going to break down all the stuff that is different in Season 2 compared to Season 1. That way you guys are caught up and know exactly what to do. So if you'd like to watch that, stick around. So they are changing a few things in Season 2 that weren't in Season 1, so I kind of wanted to show you guys as I went through it and explained it. That way, if you guys didn't watch the Twitch stream and stuff, they kind of go through and explain all this. But if you didn't catch that, then here's the video that you guys need. So if you didn't know, different sets can be used at different times, and I'll kind of show you that here in a second how that works. But we're getting a new set. This is set 2. So through up until now, from game release until now, it's been set 1. Now we are in the set 2, so that means we're going to be getting some new cards, and they've kind of gone to this, like, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like a Japanese type of looking type of graphics behind these players and stuff, and it really looks cool. There's a lot of cool things that they've done with it. I love what they have here, and I'm excited for playing, but they have added some new cards, as you can see here. Rich Gossage, David Wright, the Big Unit, Hammer and Hank, and Big Poppy, and those are going to be set 2 players. And then what they did is, if in Season 1 you completed certain things, they give you a little bit of boost, which is actually really nice of them. They kind of like, you know what, you grinded your butt off, here's a little bit of extra XP to get you going towards Season 2. So Season 1 recap: if you did any of these, you'll have the blue check mark, and then that will give you a certain amount of something later on. I'll show you that here in a second. But what you need to do is you need 500,000 XP in the reward path. If you got that, you're going to get the first bump. If you did World Baseball Classic, where you got 250 XP, you get the second bump. Third bump was Charisma Series Program. That's the third bump. The fourth one is if you did a set 1 collection, at least 140, you got the other bump. And then the last one was a go. As you can see, I did not get all 3 things in the go completed, so it didn't get that starting out, but this is what you got if you started out. You get a little head start there. You get, if you did 1, you'll get 15,000. If you did 2, you'll get the 5,000 stubs with the 15,000 XP. If you did 3, you're going to get 30,000 XP and 5,000 stubs. And then if you did 4, you're going to get 10 packs there, as you could see. And then if you did all 5, you're going to get 5 packs with Ballin' as a Habit there. So all of this will be already added to you once you jump in. Then to break down how I explained it earlier, how seasons work, how sets work, and all that. In Season 2, we are in Season 2 right now. It runs from May 12th to July 7th. So from now until July 7th, you can use core cards, you can use set 1 cards, which are the cards you've basically have gotten so far, and then you can use set 2 cards. The reason this is important is once July 7th hits through September, you're only going to be able to use set 2 and set 3. So set 1 cards you are no longer able to use. So there are a few that you can use, and they'll explain that here on the left side, which ones you can kind of use if you've done Live Series Players and Negro League Story rewards, Live Series Collection rewards, and a few more. You can also end up selecting one to bring along with you, but like, say, you know, you worked your butt off and you really like a card that it doesn't fit any of that, you will be able to get a chance to kind of bring one with you, but again, only really one. So you can't bring all of your great players from set 1 into Season 3. At Season 3, you have to either use set 2, set 3 players, core players, or players that are outlined on the left side, or players you bring with you, and I believe they're only doing 1 player you can bring with you. So this isn't in all modes, but as you can see here, Ranked Conquest will require your season squads made up of season cards, keeping squads fresh and the competition fierce. So if you're a ranked person, then you're going to have to kind of continually change your lineup, which is actually really, really cool. I actually like that they did that. It makes it a lot more fun. You're going to use players throughout the year and kind of shy away from the cards you unlocked early on. But honestly, it should really be no big deal, because as you're progressing through the seasons and everything, you're going to be getting more and more 99s, to where like, yeah, well, this one was a 97 in season 1, great, but now I got 99s everywhere. I don't need a 97 on my team. So those are kind of how that's going to work. And as you can see on the right side, you can see when the seasons start. So now we're in season 2, but you could still use set 1, set 2, and core players. And we're going to talk about the featured rewards, and this will be at the end there, you know, where you kind of unlocked, what was it called? What'd they call it? These are going to be some of the players that are going to be in that. You got the Bringer of Rain with Josh Donaldson. You got Chase Utley. You got the Sandman and Mariano Rivera. And you got Grady Sizemore. And then you got the Professor and Greg Maddox. Again, the card art is just absolutely beautiful. But that's going to be some feature rewards that you can get in Season 2. Some really good players there as well. And then we're going to talking about where I was talking about the squad set requirements. If you have any questions about, well, which ones am I able to bring this one, or is this one season 1, season 2? I don't remember. You could definitely go to the card itself, and at the top it will say season 1 eligible, season 2 eligible, stuff like that. So if you're having any questions about how to get there, whatever, I'm sure that I'll outline that in the video. Then we got the wild card player slot, and that's where I said that a wild card slot allows you to add a player from any set to your season eligibility squad. So that being said, again, when we progress further on, we're in like season set 4 or whatever, and we're only doing set 3 and set 4, you could bring a person from set 1 all the way up as your wild card. But I believe there's only one player. I don't think you get one pitcher, one hitter. I think it's just one player in general. So keep that in mind as you're playing through who you might want to actually take up. And then the very last one is just playing. There won't be any crazy differences, because right now we're in only season 2, and you could use set 1 and set 2, but it's really going to change once July 7th hits, because you're losing all your players from set 1 unless you're bringing a wild card, and you're going to have to use players in set 2 and set 3. And so that's when it will actually kind of kick in on how this all works. So I hope this outlined everything for you. If you have any questions, make sure you comment them down below. I read every single comment on every single video, and I will do my best to answer them as quickly as possible. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, feel free to hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other MLB The Show content coming out very soon. Until next time, Slacker out.